What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, man. I don't say it enough. Shout out to the joiners. In fact, the last video, I think even two, I got mad at myself because I forgot to say, shout out to the joiners, man. No, utmost love and respect. That goes for all you guys in the Point of View crew, but the joiners obviously have a special place in my heart. So shout out, and let me encourage you, if you haven't joined, to join. And if you have not got a t-shirt, I decided not to wear one in this video. I've worn one like last 3 or 4 videos. You guys know I got them, what they look like. Point of View crew. I only have large at this point. It's a dope-ass shirt. Get one if you have not already. With that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and just get right into the video. I do feel like I'm forgetting something. That's okay. Hey, so I thought this would be a cool topic to get into. Something to bring up about the Southsiders, Serranos, them in the woods, known for being allies. You know, but are we allies? Which is like programming. Friend or foes, man. And let me just tell you like this, straight out. When I first at any time, at age 14, I went to KYF for burglary. I got 6 months. I did 4.5, 5. I went in there. I didn't know anything about any kind of allies or anything. But I know the Mexican dudes, the Southsiders, those dudes like to fight. And they wanted to fight all the time. My homeboy Mikey fought this dude Juan like every single day at school. And Mikey kept on getting that ass too, but Juan would rush and instigate every single time. Mikey continued to win. That did not phase Juan. And I'm thinking, wow, I respected it, obviously. And then as for me, myself, and I ended up in a 3-man dorm with 2 Southsider dudes, David and Angel. And we're just constantly fighting. And once in a while it'd get cool. We'd start joking around. And I'm like, it's cool now, right on. They must get sick. They must have got sick of me smashing into their fists with my face. I was letting them have it, bro. Boom. I'm not going to hold back. They must have got sick of that. You should have saw their knuckles by the time I got done with them. So it's cool now. We're laughing and joking. All right. Then the next morning, they throw a blanket over me. That's what I used to like to do. Throw a blanket over me. And hem me up. Throw me on the bed. And I'd be struggling to breathe. And they'd think it was funny. And nope, not funny. Remind me of the time trip on this. Let me just take a little side break. I knew this chick named Johnny. I was a runaway. I ran away when I was like 14. This girl named Johnny. And she let me crash her pad without her mom knowing. Her bed was like stilts. It was like, I don't know if it was blocks or books or something, but her bed was elevated just a little bit off the ground. And it created like a little cubby hole under the bed, but just a small one. So I was able to get in there and curl up in a ball and sleep without her mom knowing, but the room was pitch black. And one night I woke up, and I didn't know where I was, and I started kicking and screaming and fighting because I was all crammed up. And I just finally got out of there, and she turned on the light, and she was, shit, my mom's going to know. And her mom came walking in. I jumped back in the cubby hole, and when her mom walked in, Johnny started screaming. Sounded just like I did. Screaming, saying help. And then she stopped and just looked at her mom. And mom looked at her and goes, quit playing around. She left. She told me, dude, what the hell's your problem? I was like, I didn't know where I was. Be that as it may, yeah, they would hem me up. Throwing me on the ground. So allies, not sure. Then when I first started doing county jail time, first time I did any significant county jail time, I did 5 months for terrorist threats. I was around my 20s. I go in there. I hear that we're allies, but I'm like, how can that be? Because, dude, every single day, there was one issue after another. Those 5 months. I did 3.5, 4 on the 5. Every single day was a new issue. Drama, another fight with the Southsiders every single day. And I'm not exaggerating. It was constant. It was stressful, actually. We're so outnumbered. It's like you would get done with there'd be some issue that happened at breakfast. There'd either be a little riot or get squashed, and by lunch, something else. And it's like this constant, all this politic. And it's like, damn. Even once, the Woods were going to kick it off with the Pisces. Because the Wood fought a Paisa 101, and the Paisa bit his face real bad. Bit his face. Like, man, we looked at Gotcho, they would say. Bit his face, Gotcho. Let me throw that in there. To where we looked at homeboy like, hell no, we're going to ride over that. Like, look what he did to the homeboy. Like, just a big old gnarly bite. So we're grouping, we're getting ready to rush them. Then we notice the Paisa's grouping and the Southsiders grouping with them. The Southsiders like, yeah, we're going to ride too. We're going to have their back on this one. We're like, what for? We're like literally already outnumbered. So, yeah. That's how it would go down. There's constantly an issue. One time, my homeboy Rocky, I was in Barracks 7. He was in Barracks 8. He was watching TV, and he was sitting on a stool. They had these stools, and they had these chairs. He was sitting on a stool, had to go bust a leak, so he put his cup in the stool. Everyone does that. Now, you can't save it to go be on the phone for an hour, or to go to the yard and work out, but you can save a stool to just go outside and talk to someone real quick, or just go to the bathroom, put your cup there, put something there, and come right back and get your stool. He did that when he came back, though. His stool was on his bed, and someone else was sitting on it. So he's like, no, what the fuck? I want my stool. Everyone start grouping and start being an issue. That was in 7. We're in Barracks 8. We could see people running in. So some of us, the gates were unlocked, decided to run over there. So we literally ran out of Barracks 8, ran into Barracks 7, like, what's happening? But then Rocky met us at the door. He's like, dude, you guys are going to get the cops' attention. Go back to your barracks. What are you doing? We're like, fuck the cops. Is it going to go down right now or what, dude? What's going on? No, it's some bullshit over a stool. We're like, all right, cool. He's like, it's cool. All right. We go back to our barracks. Cops didn't see nothing. We're way up on the top of the hill. Just a heartbeat or two later, Rocky comes out by himself, and he's standing there talking to me at the gate, and he's like, everything's cool. Then that stool comes flying. Boom! Knocks him in the head. Someone grabbed a stool, knocked him in the head with it, literally knocked him down. And I'm like, is it still cool? Because he'd been telling me it was cool over and over. I'm like, is it finally uncool? Or how do you feel now? That you got a stool tossed to your head and a little riot kicked off. Back in the day in the farm has 22 barracks. If something kicks off in barracks, let's say 5, usually like 5, 4, 3, around those would kick off. You know, if something kicks off in 16, 15, 14, around there. Not usually the whole yard unless it happens on the yard. But it'll stay up in its little area. And they were constantly popping. Trip on this, man. I'm having a good old time. We're kicking back. Homie Danny Farmer's there. Rest in peace. He hit a big old bag of weed. We were smoking. I'm to the house like in 3 days. I'm feeling good. All of a sudden, some of the wood say, I think Splinter should get cut off. Not be allowed to smoke any more weed. Because Danny hit a big old bag. We're smoking tough. Cut Splinter off. He's going to go home in 3 days. Going to smoke all the weed he wants. And I'm like, no, dude, that ain't cool. I was like, no. Because my old lady does not let me smoke. And as soon as I said that, I knew I fucked up, and they all start laughing at me like, aha, your old lady doesn't let you? Damn, fool. Like, what else does your old lady not let you do? Tell us, homeboy. And I was like, dude, I'm clowning. I'm joking. I wear the pants and the shoes, homeboy. And, you know, she not only can I smoke, she buys the weed for me, and she rolls my joints. I don't have to ask. I just go like this. And she'll bring it right over to me. They're like, okay, calm down, little brother. Like, sure, like, all that's, you know, sure you got it like that. Whatever. We know your old lady won't let you smoke weed, homeboy. So it was like a little tense, like, oh, fuck you guys. Then Danny Farmer's like, dude, don't trip, homeboy. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm going to let you smoke weed. Don't worry about it, man. We know your old lady, you know, rolls your joints. Go get a soda token. They're getting ready to open the yard. He goes, go in my locker, grab a soda token, go get us a soda. Come back, we're going to burn a fatty. I was like, all right, cool, hell yeah. I go over in his locker, but I mess up and go to the wrong locker. I go to his Bunky's locker, a Southsider, and I open it. And just like Danny, like right on the top, there's some tokens sitting there. So I grab one with my cup, and I go stand by the door, and I'm getting ready to leave. They're ready to open the yard, and all of a sudden I hear, hell no! And I'm like, oh, shit. It's a Southsider. It's Danny's Bunky. What's he doing? He's like, hell no! And I walk around and goes, someone just took something out of my locker. He's pointing to his locker. Someone went in there and got a token. And, dude, I wish I could disappear. I wish I could go into a rock and hide. I wish they could call me right there on the spot to parole. I wanted to leave. Dude, I took that token. Now I'm got me all mixed up calling it a coken. I guess if I was going to go get a coke and call it a coken, huh? Homeboy, I took that motherfucking coken. I don't want to tell him that, though. I went to tell Danny, I was like, dude, I'm going to go get a token out of your locker. I accidentally grabbed your Bunky. He's like, oh, no big deal. He's like, give it to you. I give it back. He went over and goes, hey, my little homie accidentally grabbed it. No big deal. No harm, no foul. But it was a harm, no foul. They made a big old ish out of it. They're wanting me disciplined. And I can hear them talking about it. They're saying, nah, we want you guys to 2-on-1 them for stealing. I'm like, oh, fuck. 1 minute I'm high, having a good time. I'm getting out in 3 days. What's up, brother? Then I get clowned because I tell them my lady won't allow me to do shit. And then now these dudes want me beat up for making a mistake, accidentally grabbing a token. So finally got that squashed. I was like, no, it was an accident. Then dudes start pumping up saying, nah, he took 2 tokens. He took the one you told him to, but he tried palming one. It is a big old dealing to the point they're going to search my locker and shit, and I had some tokens. Now they want to look on my receipt, see if I bought some. Dude, it's a big old deal. Every single day, it's a big old motherfucking deal. So I don't know about allies, but then when I went to prison, then that's when I really see the allies. I was trying to think of another word like allyization. That's when, you know, you're alienating. That's when you can really be allies. That's when I noticed, you know why? Because there's way more respect in prison. In county jail, as it turned out, and looking back, it's a bunch of kids. Sure, a couple of dudes there have been to prison, but just want to act tough. Making their name, want to kick up dust, start riots, politic. That's like the first, you know, not a lot of people have been to prison, and they're on their way, so they're just trying it out. And it turned out being fucking riots every single day, and a bunch of drama. Like I said, get to prison. Ball game totally changes. Much more respect. Things are done properly. Even like I said before, I was going to fight one of my homeboys. Probably some of you guys heard this. This is for the new subs. So this is something for the new subs. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the Point of View crew. I'm just throwing something past you. One of my homeboys. He was my bunkie at Waffle Reception. I had some paperwork Someone told on me for a stabbing. I'm showing it to people, obviously. Look what dude said. So I had it in my locker. I tell my bunkie, he's a homeboy, I say, dude, check out that paperwork. It's in my locker. He's like, I don't want to see it. He goes, I don't want to get involved. I go, what do you mean you don't want to get involved? You don't have that option. You have to see it. So the next place you go, you could tell homeboy, guess what I saw? I mean, dude, keep the ball rolling. What do you mean you have to get involved? He's like, no, I'm not going to see it. I don't want to look at it. I'm not going to get involved. So now we're talking a little bit of shit to each other. And now it's count time. I'm on the bottom rack. I'm sitting like this. We're like, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. And he leans over and just hits my foot and knocks off my other foot. And just out of pure instinct, I jump up, slap him in his head. And he goes, ding, ding, it's on, fool. And now it's count time. And so it's real quiet. I'm like, fuck it, it's on then. We're going to go to the back and handle this. And the only minor problem in my eyes that I could see was that he's like 6'4", 280 pounds of muscle. This fool is a psycho. He's with the business. He wants to go all the way there. And I'm like, dude, that's fucked up. This dude's like hella big. I might just lose based on. Now, you've heard me say size doesn't matter. And usually doesn't. Size doesn't always matter. But this dude has chuckums too. And his size is definitely going to help him. And so it's like, I didn't feel like losing this because I was in the right. And there's a Southsider I know real good. Just a couple bunks down. And I said, slide that peaceful. And he's like, all right, because I'm probably going to get in trouble with this splinter. But he shot it. And I was going to use it. But it ended up not happening to because dude backed up like a crawdad. He still didn't look at the paperwork though. But he said, I ain't going to go back there and fight you with that thing. Hell no. Even without it. We need to just squash it. And it isn't all that. But it is all that. Anyways. So yeah. I start looking at things with the new eyes, I guess you could say. Things way different in prison. And what was my next story? What was I going to say? Oh yeah. I think the big thing that makes it we're allies, we ride together, is because we could do everything together. We could eat, we can smoke, we can do business. There's nothing you can't do. You live with them in county jail, woods, bunk up with Southsiders all the time. In prison, no. But I'm going to get to a story where I tried to and it would have went wrong for me. It would have went bad. It didn't. Anyway, we'll get there. But we sell up in the county jail. We do everything with them. So that kind of makes us allies because we just fully program with them. I'm in county jail. There's a Southsider who lives next to me. He's there for murder. He ain't never getting out. A couple of them. This dude is just all the way real. He's with the business. He's not playing around. Like I said, he's never getting out. He's down as fuck. His cellie, though, is this nerdy, goofy, white dude. First time he ever been in jail. Exact total opposite. Just a nerdy, goofy dude. But they got along great. They got along really, really good. And they're buddies. Even to the point, the Southsider dude, the Sereno, had a dude come in who was from his neighborhood and one of his good friends. He was going to move him in and tell that goofy white dude, gotta pack your stuff, go to another cell. I'm going to move in my homeboy. But then when he said that, the white dude's like, no, dude, I think he literally cried. Like, no, we're cellies. I'm going to stay cellies with you. That's messed up. You're kicking me out. We've been living together. We're getting along great. He's like, all right, damn, don't make such a scene and cry over it. I'll let you stay here. You're right. We've been cellies. We've been programming. You're just going to stay in my cellie. Then what happened was that Southsider he brought in a big bone crusher into the house. Just a big old knife. Something like that. Gargantuous. Brought it in. Now the white dude's tripping. He don't want to be there no more. Now it's not fun. The game time's over. He's like, this ain't cool anymore. So he wants to spin a lap with me and tell me, hey, Splinter, I want to get out of there. I'm not cool with this no more. I was like, dude, don't talk to me about it, man. You got to tell your cellie. Because I already tried to have a talk with him. Whenever that dude was going to try to bring his homeboy in, I pulled the white dude up. And I said, you should probably take this opportunity to go ahead and get out. That dude is not your speed. You guys are on different levels. He's doing it moving, bro. You're going to find out. What I was worried about is the white dude getting too comfortable with him and farting while he was eating or try to play him too close or horseplay and find out that he crossed the line and to get real inside that cell. That's what I was worried about. I was like, I think you're going to get too comfortable with them. I think you just get out. You guys are not on the same level. He's like, no, it ain't not going to happen. Like, no, we're dogs. We're homeboys. And when I get out, I'm even going to ride him in this. No. I was like, all right. And now he's hitting me up. I want to get out of there, Splinter. Nope. Don't talk to me about it, bro. And as it turned out, a couple weeks later, a week or so, they got caught with it. That's how solved, man. Going to the hole. Probably could have charged, not sure. Same thing with me, though. My eyes are getting worse and worse every day. Same thing with me. I was in Waffle Reception one of the first times I was there. The Southsiders approached me. There's a dude who had the building for the Southsiders, and I knew him because he was talking to my neighbor, this wood from Santa Barbara a lot. They're really buddy. So I started talking to him and stuff. We'd all sing at lights out and stuff. Real on the down low, quiet. Not like the Bulldogs would do on D-Yard when lights go out and they're rapping and beating as hard as they can and waking everybody up and being loud. No, this is just mellow, singing like quietly in our little corner, having fun. I bonded with them. Cool dude. Splinter, bro. We got a batch going, man. You got the perfect bunk. Can we put it in your locker? Sure, no problem. You go ahead and put it in my locker. I don't mind. They put it in my locker. Then I find out if you get caught with it, you lose 120 days. You can't get back. I'm only doing like a 5 months violation. I got 2 months in. Fuck, I think I'm like 45, 60 days at the house, dude. I would lose more time than I even had left. Like, damn it, Gina. I was like, no, I ain't trying to do all that. Then I was like, told some people, dude, I got to get that bag of wine out of my locker. I can't have it there. I cannot have that wine in there. So then I told my homies, my people, I'm going to tell them I got to get it out. And they said, no, Splinter, because you already gave your word. Said you would. You cannot now go and say, take it out when you said they could put it in there. Where are they supposed to put it? You're creating a problem. And then they would burp it. Damn it, my dogs are barking. Be quiet! They pick the worst times. So, they burp it, and it creates a big smell. And I would just, dude, and we had a cop that was always doing searches and stuff. And I mean, the cop would be right there, and they'd want to just come over and start burping. I'm like, kick back, dude, burp it later. Burp it like tomorrow or some shit, or next week, or burp it like when I'm gone. You guys are burping the cops right there, but they didn't care. It was in my locker. Why would they care? So it was like a stressful situation, and finally the batch was done, and yeah, I didn't agree to let no fucking wine in my locker again no more. So, be that as it may, we trip on this though even. What was I going to say? Oh, I mentioned earlier, and I think I might even said this before, my bad, but I even tried to have a Southsider. Hold on real quick. Come here, little boy. Move. I wanted to sell up a one before, because when I was at Soledad, North Yard, and they gave us a ducat to go to Arizona, they're going to pick us up, and they're going to take us, drop us off at Waffle Reception for 3 weeks, slam us in a cell with nothing, just sit there and wait for your ride. But I knew, this is the second time I've been at Soledad now. The first time, I spent 6 months or so in the hole, and that's when I heard from a lot of people stuff that Soledad Central was really filled with a bunch of wackadoos, man. A bunch of level 2 lifers. To be a level 2 lifer, that means you're a lifer and you haven't gotten in trouble for a long time. Then points is dropped. Because you start off at a level 4 as a lifer. So to be a level 2 lifer, like I said, you haven't gotten in trouble in 20 years. You're laid down, you're kicking it, and you're programming. A lot of wackadoos are not checking paperwork over there. There's white crips, there's bulldogs, all kinds of stuff, and no one's handling nothing. That's the word I got in Soledad Central. So then I get on a bus to go to Waffle Reception, to sit and wait to catch another bus to Arizona, and I'm the only white dude from North Yard with a bunch of Southsiders, some Paisos. Then they bring a bunch of white guys from Soledad Central on the bus. I'm like, damn, is this going to be one of my cellies? I'm going to get to Wasco? Like, I'm not trying to sell up with one of these dudes. Like, it ain't happening, because I can't check the paperwork, and like, I don't want to do it, man. So then we get there, and on the whole way there, I got a Southsider sitting next to me, and we're talking shit. He's a cool dude, I know him, blah, blah, blah. We get there, we walk in Wasco, they take our chains off, all these cells are open, these doors, they go, grab a cell. Just grab one, just go get in where you fit in, get where you want. And I told that Southsider, dude, let's sell together, let's go grab a cell. He's like, all right. We're walking over to the empty cell, and last minute he's like, nah, I better not, Splinter. Like, you can get in trouble, like, nah. And I'm like, okay, I understand, dude. And I was going to grab a cell by myself, walk in to shut the door. Solo on mines, but some other wood in the corner was like, hey, I need a wood cell, I need a white boy. And it was Cliff from up north, ended up being a cool dude, man. I like Cliff. What I didn't know is a bus from Susanville had got there earlier. So there's always some woods there. So trip on this, though. We get to day room. And instantly, this one dude with skins across his throat, this secto skin, who just came off a high desert level 4, who was at Susanville for a hot minute. Now he's right here at Wasco with us, getting ready to go to Arizona. He instantly takes the keys for the white boy. He's all serious. He's the type that runs around with razor blades in his mouth. He's just only talking about politics and the business. He's not talking about no funny stuff, or he's just with it all the time, turned on. So we come out, we're meeting each other for the first time. Hi, everybody's saying hi. Who's your celly? Who's your celly? And this one white dude sitting with us, he came from Soledad Central. He's like, I'm living with this Paisa dude who was at Soledad Central with me. I know him real good. And the dude, the secto skin, said, what? You can't live with another race. You only have to live with a white dude. That's it. He was scolding him. I'm thinking, uh-oh. I was like, I dodged a bullet. Good thing that Southsider backed down and said no. Like, he thought for both of us, I guess. Because, yeah, like I said, I dodged a bullet on that one. I'm glad it wasn't me getting scolded, him talking shit to me like that. So, he's telling him, dude, you're going to get another celly. And the guy's like, no, I'm not. And the dude's like, yeah, you are. Then this dude, white dude from Soledad Central, he's sitting on the stool and he just goes like this. Just falls down. And there's cops right there, and everyone's like, what the hell? And the cop walks up, picks him up, handcuffs him, walks him out. It's like a weird little PC move. Like a way of getting cops' attention. He's out of there. So Sacto Scan says, okay, who's going to handle him? When he comes back, who's going to get that ass? Someone needs to handle him. And I'm like, all right, raise my hand. I'm like, I'll do it. And it's like, damn it, Splinter. What do you mean you'll do it, Splinter? Gosh darn it. I mean, I didn't exactly leave Soledad in the best of terms. I had debts galore all over the place. I can cover it, but check it out. I had a $1,600 check. So let's say I have $1,200 in debt. That's cool. But one $1,600 check. And I owe 12 people $100. So you need someone to break the $600 check up and give to those people. Dude, it's epic proportions. What does that mean? Dude, it's monumental. Monumental. It's a lot to do. So damn. And that is how it took place. I left that $600 check there with all kinds of debts. Everyone's like, fuck, how'd that happen? And I left like, peace, I'm going to Arizona. I kind of left them with a headache, but he did volunteer for it. If you watch my video, Dope Debt Revisited. Anyways, who's going to raise their hand? Who's going to jack up that dude when he comes back? I'm like, I guess I will. But he never did come back. I mean, he pieced it up right there on the spot. We ended up going to Arizona. I mean, I see those dudes, skins and all that, blah. Hi, everybody. And then, boom, bye. We're going to Arizona. But they put us in this one place. I can't even remember. We ended up at Eloy. They took us to, I want to say Florence, another spot. They had us there in a month. If you think 3 weeks sitting in a cell at Wasco and nothing sucks, how about getting Arizona sitting in this cell for a month straight? Because they get us in prison and decide, no, wait, we're going to flip this one PC. What to do with these guys? Well, they're building one down the street. Let's just have them sit here till that one's done. So anyways, we sat there for a month as they get ready to start pulling us out and getting our property, because they finally gave us property after like 3 weeks and then took it from us a week later to transpack it to that new spot. I see skins. I'm in this building, he's like in that one, through the glass. And I'm like, hey, I'm the type, if I know you, hang on. Damn it. If I know you, and then I don't see you for a month, and then I see you, it's like, hey, I haven't seen you for a month, like, what's up, dog? Woo! How you sleeping? Who's your silly? What's up? But he's just all, probably had a razor blade right here. He's all, what's up? He's like, I gotta get at you. I gotta talk to you. I'm like, all right, what do you want to talk to me about? Shoot, I'm all ears. I'll give him a Hulk Hogan ear. You can have both ears, some boy. Spear your beans. What do you got? Serious as a motherfucker. Now I can't remember exactly how. How did we see each other? How did we finally, when I finally saw him, and I thought he was going to say, hi, how are you? He said, did you get that dude? I'm like, what dude? He goes, the dude. The dude who set up with the pistol. The guy who fell off the bench. Did you get him? Did you have a chance to get him? I'm like, no. I haven't got him. I haven't seen him. Have you seen him? Where is he? I mean, I haven't seen you for a whole month. Instead of saying, hi, how are you? You say, did you get that guy? Dude, what guy? I haven't seen that guy. Wow. Anyways, I think here's how I seen him. They pull us out for a medical, a bunch of us. We're going to go for medical, and they have us sign something, volunteer. And you can go do some kind of voluntary thing. And that caught me, that was like a little bit of a red flag. Like, voluntary medical, what are they doing exactly? So, because usually it's not voluntary, you go and they just take your blood and do all kinds of shit, and it's like, nothing there is like voluntary. They don't ever ask you, do you want to do this? It's like, that's voluntary medical. So we go, and as we learn when we get there, it's do you want a hernia check? Would you like a hernia check? It's going to consist of you pulling down your drawers and me like cupping your balls for a little bit and like whatever I got to do. I could handle my business down there. You cough or whatever. That's what we're doing here. That's what we like to do. It's voluntary. You volunteer your time, doctor, or I don't even think it was a doctor. I think he was a janitor. He's like, I'm volunteering my time. I'm coming to help you guys out. And in this day and age, you can't say what I'm about to say. No, I better not say it. Could get my whole YouTube channel shut down. But in a nice way, this doctor, man, he doesn't like girls. Very obvious, plain as day. It doesn't matter. What kind of matters if he's going to be grabbing your junk? Because does it matter what he's thinking? Of course it matters. What I mean does it matter. And he clearly had no qualms about it. He let you know exactly up front where he stood. And he's like, hey, voluntarily come over here, let's do the hernia check. And no, I think one dude was going to go do it. And everyone's like, oh, they gave him more of a dirty look than they gave me when I said my old lady won't let me smoke weed. One dude's like, yeah, voluntary hernia? So shut and we're all back to like, dude, no! Don't do it, man. Do it yourself, bro. Grab your own nuts, homeboy. Be a real man. Grab your own nuts, brother. So no one did it. And I thought that was odd because of all my prison career in county jail and doing time, never have I had a hernia. You had to come over here and find out if you have a hernia. And it's just weird how he had like one little office set up way in the back of the prison, like a shop, and like the door's open. It's like a one-room office. He's sitting there like this. Come on. Hernia check, dude. It's not every day you get offered a hernia check, right? Come on in. I got you. Like, no, I'm fine. I'm 100% fine. Other than that, how long is this video, by the way? I think I see it. 24 minutes. That's awesome. That's great, isn't it? Hey, thank you to the joiners, man. You guys are awesome. If you haven't joined, join. Help a brother out. Grab a shirt. Kick back. Throw a like. A sub. Go back and watch an old video. Hit me up on IG. Fuck, do whatever you want, man. Let's have a relationship. Let's communicate, man. Let's get on that level. Dude, enough about me. What about you? I'm interested in you. What do you got? I'm here for you. I want to hear all about your favorite music. And, dude, I might put my foot in my mouth. On IG, I made a video called Troll Song. A song with guitar. Walking, I saw a troll. Hit him with the pole. I might even do a troll song dance. Then it says, one of his friends ran. The other one told. The troll song, brother. I might actually, like, do a dance. Or maybe not. But I did play guitar to it. You can go see that on IG. I need to start uploading more stuff to YouTube. You should be surprised the amount of shit up on IG. Music, crazy lyrics. Yeah, I was going to name some lyrics, but I forgot them. Dude, there's stuff happening there, but I need to put more of these songs. I should have put Troll Song on YouTube. Anyway, thank you, joiners, man. Love you guys. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.